Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm King Sway, and welcome back to King Sway Entertainment. Today we have Gogeta versus Vegito, the Dragon Ball Death Battle. Excuse me. For those of you that know, by the way, Merry Christmas. Usually what I do is I give my predictions ahead of time, then we see if I'm correct at the end. I'm going with Vegito. One, I'm not gonna lie. I just like blue. I like his design better. I'm not even listening to lie to you. I like his design better. I thought and honestly, I thought he was the stronger target, or I said target, the stronger version, because Gogeta was made using the fusion dance, whereas Vegito is made using the fusion earrings. Now the thing with that is, the fusion earrings, the energy doesn't run out. You don't burn out and become two separate beings, as opposed to with the fusion dance, you have a time limit. Now, the thing, I don't know if they know that about each other, but all I got to do is wait. Keep you going and wait. And you two separately are not as strong. Even with it being two of you, you're not as strong as I am together. Because if that were the case, they wouldn't need to fuse to begin with. But I do believe it's going to be Vegito. Let's see if I'm right.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Last one! Man, these things are so easy to find nowadays.
Yes! Now, with this ultimate power, I can finally conquer
Now
the
Gogeta
world!
fight Vegito!
What?
Oh, come on! It's the ultimate Dragon Ball question! Which fusion of Goku and Vegeta is stronger? Gogeta, the combo greater than legends, or Vegito, the mix who surpassed gods?
Intriguing. They are in many ways identical, yet still quite different. Though in canon, they only have a collective total of 3 brief appearances. To truly determine who would win, let's examine all of their material.
So that's Z, GT, Super, movies, games, guidebooks, toys, Twitter, even all the crazy Xenoverse and hero stuff.
Hold on to your Dragon Balls.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Imagine, it's 1995 and you're at a movie theater in Japan. You're there to watch Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, and it's gonna be the most radical movie ever, dude. I mean, yeah, it was a little weird when Adolf showed up, but then it happened. Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the
Fusion.
brink
Ha!
with
Yeah,
and left. They
I'm not a
burst
fan of
into
that
a single
anymore,
being of
Dragon Ball
amazing
anymore like that,
power.
but yeah.
Gogeta! And that would be the greatest thing 8-year-old you
I
ever
was.
saw. Yep, you peaked at 8.
Fun fact, while Vegito had already debuted in the manga 2 months earlier, Gogeta was created first. After all, the movie had been in production throughout the previous year.
2 Saiyans, the proud son of royalty and the lower-class champion becoming one epic powerhouse? This is the true potential of Goku and Vegeta. Easily a top 5
137 pounds,
hey,
and
nothing beats the first time we saw
I'm
Super
3
Saiyan,
inches
but I
shorter,
think this comes close.
This
and
method of fusion was taught to Goku
33
by the Metamorphs,
pounds heavier.
a mysterious alien people who we never actually see.
But I'd guess they like wearing crop tops with inflatable shoulder pads. Anyway, when Goku taught this fabled technique to Goten and Trunks, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
This is the fusion dance. On top of an incredibly precise movement routine, this technique requires both parties to match power levels
power
in
levels
order to
precisely.
fuse successfully. A literal personification of the phrase,
Fat Go
only
Tanks.
as strong as the weakest link.
It's pretty easy to screw up, trust me. But if you nail it, you're the baddest mother effer on the planet.
Though not part of mainline canon.
Oh, I like
Goku
this
Vegeta
animation.
first
It was totally
resisted
different.
Janemba, a demon basically composed of essence of evil. Probably smells like cats. Gogeta defeated him in less than 2 minutes. 20 years later, Gogeta would become canon to conquer one of the most dangerous entities in the multiverse,
Broly.
Broly.
Obviously, Gogeta's super powerful, but I think his most underappreciated skill is how he comes up with awesome attack names. Like the Big Bang Kamehameha, Stardust Fall, Meteor Explosion, and the ultimate villain killer, Stardust Breaker!
A fancy-looking attack that completely obliterates all traces of evil within a target.
That's how it took out Janemba in one shot. The guy was literally made of evil. Or cats.
Weirdly enough, this is similar to Devilman's Devilmight Beam, which causes the evil within a person to explode and...
Oh, you mean Spike? That guy's hilarious. Which obscure character are you gonna reference next? Icarus? Sour Man? General Rildo? Oh man, that guy's just one letter off from General Dill.
Over the years, Gogeta has achieved the empowered forms of Super Saiyan Blue, and even Super Saiyan 4 in his battle against Omega Shenron.
Super Saiyan 4 is a totally unique branch of transformation. Instead of using Divine Ki like Super
It's
Saiyan
not
God,
Super Saiyan,
it taps further into
Blue.
Goku and Vegeta's
It's
Saiyan
not the God
bloodline,
mode.
giving them fuzzy red fur and teen God
I saw the one
shadow.
thing.
Goku has also claimed this form increases a Saiyan's inherent aggression, though you wouldn't know it with Gogeta. He basically becomes Dragon Ball's Bugs Bunny, reveling and messing around with his foe any way he can.
Until the fusion runs out. That's right, the fusion dance has a time limit of
What'd I
30
say?
minutes. This can be reduced even more if Gogeta uses up a lot of energy. Against Omega Shenron in GT, he split apart after about 10 minutes.
Just more evidence that the amount of power Gogeta possesses is enormous. Even repeatedly striking Broly so hard that the boundaries between dimensions shattered like glass wasn't enough to burn through his time. Hell, he was only in Super Saiyan 1 when he did that. After going blue, Broly didn't stand a chance. Based on earlier in the film, Whis' reaction even implies that Gogeta could possibly take on Beerus.
In Dragon Ball Heroes, Gogeta continues to prove he's one of the multiverse's S-tier fighters. He even defeated the Crimson Masked Super Saiyan Rose Full Power Goku Black and Ultimate God Slayer Hearts the God Hater. You know, those guys.
And two Gogetas together could take on Fu.
Just Fu? After all that, he just called Fu?
King Fu, the artificial bio-android demon mutant. He has Saiyan, Namekian, Earthling, Majin, and Eternal Dragon DNA.
He's a
Is this
fucking
fan fiction?
android. He's a cyborg like
Claim
Cell.
Fu could become an entity akin to Zeno, that little blue baby who can erase a multiverse with a thought.
But these Gogetas achieved even stronger forms than before. One was in Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, the boosted form Vegeta achieved during the Tournament of Power. The other was Super Saiyan 4, but not just any Super Saiyan 4. He was Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. I think my tongue is permanently twisted now.
These two forms fighting side by side implies that, at least in this iteration, both are similar if not equal in power.
Gogeta's so cool. And
If you say so.
there are tons of people who think he'd win this matchup.
In Weekly Jump issue 28 from 1995, the fusion dance was stated to unify Goku and Vegeta's spirits and draw out their power to the max. As long as a fight with Vegito lasts less than 30 minutes, the magazine says Gogeta should win.
And then in the video game Raging Blast, there's a what-if scenario where Gogeta beats Vegito in a sparring session. But he was about to run out of energy, so maybe it could have gone either way.
Though with his power and skill, it's unlikely any opponent would push Gogeta to his limit. Two of the greatest warriors in history merged together as one. What more could you want as a fan? And what more could you fear as a foe?
It's the spring of 1995. A demonic menace has threatened to consume the
World
in
extinction
chaos.
attack.
Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left: fusion. They used one of their most incredible techniques to become a merged being of unimaginable
That wasn't a technique, it was a
power.
damn
Does that
item.
sound familiar?
But there wasn't time to teach Vegeta an awkward dance routine he'd ultimately despise. Instead, they used the Patara.
Only the gods themselves could rock bling like this. That's right, the Patara earrings come from the Kais, the gods that supervise the universes.
By placing one earring on each person's opposite ear, the Patara forcibly fuses the two beings together, no power level matching required. In this case, Goku and Vegeta fuse to become Vegito.
Okay, seriously, Vegito? Couldn't they have a better name?
It's not that bad. And remember, Fusion Reborn started production well before Toriyama penned Vegito's first appearance.
So, Toei called dibs on the better name, huh? But still, shouldn't it be like Vegito? Not like that's much better either. Why Vegito?
It makes more sense in Japanese. Vegito is formed from the first half of Vegeta and the latter half of Kakaroto. This is why Viz Media actually translated it to Vegerot.
Oh, that one sucks too. Okay, bored now. Let's talk about how he blows shit up real good.
Vegito has numerous techniques that are entirely his own, many of which are, fittingly, perfect combinations of Goku and Vegeta's signature moves, such as the Final Kamehameha,
Yeah.
formed like Vegeta's
Final Flash,
but fired like Goku's Kamehameha way. He's got a Spirit Sword, the
Yeah,
Saiyan
I love the sword.
and the Banshee Blast. Which, no, it's not the ghost attack you're thinking of.
With Goku and Vegeta's powers combined, Majin Buu was no match. Super Vegito was so friggin' powerful that even
Beat him up as
turned
candy.
into candy didn't slow him down. It just made him delicious.
His level of power had transcended to such an impressive degree that he was capable of effectively ignoring having his matter entirely altered and his DNA eradicated. He continued on as the incredible fighting candy.
No mouth, no brains, no organs of any kind, and he still kept slapping around that big pink ass.
Phrasing. Presumably, this is similar to how Vegeta overpowered Babidi's mind control, or how Goku broke through Hit's time skip with Kaioken. A greater power level can overrule basically anything a weaker one does. Though, to be fair, the Super Candy is a pretty extreme example.
But Vegito's a pretty extreme guy, even for the Dragon Ball multiverse. He later got that godly blue hairspray and beat the crap out of merged Zamasu, a double deity. Like a fusion dick measuring contest, but not at all close.
Though similar to his dancing counterpart, Vegito's time ran out after he overtaxed himself.
Which was kinda weird. Back in the day, they said these Potara fusions were permanent.
I was just about to say that. It's not supposed to have a time limit.
Vegito's form can last up to 1 hour before splitting apart, but can be shortened severely if he goes full tilt. In the manga, Vegito formed after Zamasu fused, and split apart when they expected fused Zamasu to have 20 minutes left, meaning he cut his time down to 40 minutes at most, though in the anime it was way less since he tried to quickly overpower Zamasu with a single attack.
The Potara have their own set of rules. Unlike the fusion dance, this form is maintained by the power of the earrings, not the fusers themselves. As such, destroying the earrings ends the fusion.
And if you
Fair
slap
enough.
the Potara on while in a Super Saiyan form, you can't power down while fused. So if Goku and Vegeta aren't careful, they can find themselves draining power when they don't need to. But surprise, Vegito's got into his own Super Dragon Ball Hero shenanigans, and he's got the full power Red Fur 2. Look, Wiz, I think I'm having deja vu.
Aside from Fu, he's battled heavy-hitting threats to the multiverse like Cumber and Mechikabura.
And just like with Gogeta, there's plenty of people who think Vegeta would win this fight.
Daisetsu's 4 and 7, basically two Dragon Ball encyclopedias, claim that the fusion
Down,
is
baby.
superior to the fusion dance.
Old Kai said this too, that the Potara provide a greater effect.
Though they both may be referred to what was believed at the time to be a permanent fusion. Not having to worry about overspending your time limit would certainly be a greater effect if it were true.
But hey, there's nothing that can get in the way of Vegito's awesome power. Gods and demons alike are no match. When there's no one strong enough to save the day, then perhaps two
I love
will
that
do.
design.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Life can be overwhelming.
Yeah, Desi.
Symptoms can include lack of motivation, feeling helpless or trapped, detachment, fatigue, and more. As a scientist myself, I've often been stuck in the lab into the late hours of the night working myself silly.
Well, we associate burnout with work, but that's not the only cause.
Any of our roles in life can lead to us feeling burnt out, and BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself. Talking with someone can help you figure out what's causing stress in your life.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
It's more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Death Battle viewers get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/deathbattle.
That's BetterHelp.com/deathbattle. All right, the combatants are set. We've
They're
run the
probably
data
gonna
through
go
all
Gogeta.
possibilities.
Hear my
But
wish,
I'm still
Eternal
rooting for
Dragon.
Vegito.
It's time for a death battle!
What is this madness?
Whoa, Vegeta! Am I really that much taller than you?
Stop
Shut
it,
the fuck up.
Kakarot.
You can
they had to do twice the lines. The sword, really?
Not bad. Want to kick it up a notch? Sure. But how about some variety?
The Shattered Dimensions.
My turn.
Cheat move. Meteor shower. Down, baby.
Gotcha.
What was it? That meteor thing? No, I said meteor.
Guess it's now or never.
He ain't got no evil in him. Now let's see which one it is. He lost. Oh, shit. I was right. Fist bump it. Because Vegito has no evil in him.
Oh man, that
Your
was
biggest attack doesn't fucking work.
Worth the wish. Oh, I guess we probably could have solved a lot of world problems with that.
I suppose world domination can wait another year. This fight was incredibly close. No, seriously, how could it not be?
I was about to say, how could it not? I was just about to say
A
that.
few minor differences here and there, like signature attacks. Neither Vegito nor Gogeta had one single power that provided an absolute edge over the other.
Except perhaps Vegito's longer time limit, though it's not so clear cut. Both have overtaxed their energy quick enough to end their fusions in less than 10 minutes. Time isn't the only factor, but also whatever is maintaining each fusion. Gogeta's body and Vegito's earrings. It's possible Vegito's power can actually drain the Potara faster than Gogeta's does his own body.
Still, it's twice the time, and that definitely gave Vegito more flexibility and strategy. So more often than not, it's safe to say Gogeta would run out of juice first.
Also, when Vegeta or Gogeta did
What was I saying earlier at the beginning of it?
It's typically difficult for them to immediately fuse again due to that lack of energy.
But
Yes.
Vegito had another one over Gogeta. No matter what, he'd always have a very slight power advantage. Remember how the fusion dance requires the fusers to match their power levels?
Yes.
Well, the Potara don't need that.
Goku doesn't need to match Vegito's slightly lower power levels, so there's nothing stopping Vegito from combining the full sum of their parts.
Ah, poor Vegeta. You'll get your day in the sun one day, buddy. Oh, who am I kidding?
This might be what Old Kai was referring to when he said the Potara had a greater effect.
But hey, could Gogeta have destroyed the earrings? Nope. He would have had to be able to overpower Vegito first, like how Goku could only destroy Kefla's earrings after he reached Ultra Instinct.
Remember, when comparing levels of power in Dragon Ball, the greater one can overrule almost anything the weaker one does. The earrings likely tend to be protected by the user's ki aura, similar to their
Yeah, I was thinking that
The
myself.
only time we've ever seen Potara damaged or specifically targeted are when the wearer is overwhelmed or in a vulnerable state.
Hi, son.
If any stray ki blast could
No, say
destroy
it out loud
them,
so the
we'd have
audience
a
can
lot
hear you.
more broken earrings by now.
Lastly, there's some debate over their
Bitch.
personalities. In their first appearances,
Daddy loves
Vegito
you.
seemed rather cocky and playful against Boo, whereas Gogeta was far more deliberate against Janemba, and thus far more successful. However, these are not core personality traits, and assuming so would be inconsistent with Vegito's serious fight with Zamasu and Gogeta's more brash fights with Broly and Omega Shenron. Context is key. As far as personality and mental ability goes, Gogeta and Vegito are practically identical.
Yes.
In the end, Vegito's higher power level, no matter how slight it was, made a big difference in protecting and maintaining his longer, more flexible time limit.
Gogeta was gonna need meta more than that to beat Vegito. Sorry, Wiz, I know that pun was terrible.
Wait, shut up. Earth's Dragon Balls give 2 wishes, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shenron, I wish for you to fuse me and win. The winner is Vegito.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks to our channel members for supporting us this year. Hope you've been enjoying the extra perks and content. We've got a bunch of new stuff in the works for you. If you aren't a champion, click that join button and give it a shot. Also, Season 10 of Death Battle is coming soon, including 2 matchups chosen by our champions. Let's see what you picked.
Bill. No, I don't know what that one is. Oh, Alex Mercer. And what's his face? Stop that 2 seconds ahead. So hey, I made it this time. I got it right. I ain't got much else to say. Like I gave my predictions and why I predicted that, and my little bias ahead of time. But what I was saying ahead of time actually came out to be true because, all right, when I do death battles, I know a lot of y'all don't like when I give my predictions. I base it off of science. I base it off of factors. For the most part, I do what they do. I just don't give you a lot of bullshit with it. Again, I'm going to go Deku versus Asta. And things that were not used, and I keep getting things and like, oh, well, they didn't do this, and they didn't do that. Okay, Asta had not, up to that point, had not mastered his attend skill. There's things that Deku could have done that could have beaten the hell out of Asta. Green Lantern versus Ben 10, yeah. And this is years later, like, next year will make 3 years I had this channel. So I made that one maybe 2 years ago. I'm still getting comments like, I made the video yesterday. It's okay. I still respond to them. Like I said before, if you shoot at me, I will shoot back at you. But let's keep it respectful because I don't do. How should I say this? Like, if I don't agree with you, that's fine. Just you ain't gotta be rude about it. That's little kid shit. But Alien X is not indestructible. I had somebody try to argue with that. Nothing is indestructible for the simple fact that there's energy transference, there's breaking of atomic bonds, there's matter transference, just transmutation. Nothing is indestructible. You just need to have an equal or greater power source. And if Alien X's were indestructible, they wouldn't have trial by combats because you can get your ass whooped and you can potentially die. They were trying to kill each other. That in and of itself, defeats what you're saying. But I'm gonna hit you with my standard YouTuber jargon, and I'm gonna do my outro. If you're new to the channel or you haven't done so yet, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification button and the bell. And I did a video where it showed it was EFC, it was a fighting organization, and I showed I used to fight for EFC. Somebody disliked that. Like, dude, are you that much of a fucking hater? Really? Hit the notification button and the bell. What that does is that lets me know you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. You guys are liking the content that I'm making, or at least entertained by it enough to be like coming back, especially if you disagree with what I'm saying. Also, it helps push the algorithm out so that we can get a broader audience, and I can entertain. Well, I shouldn't say we at this channel because it's more just me here. Can entertain as many people as possible. I want to entertain as many people as possible because I actually like interacting with you guys for the most part. Getting discussions going. I have Zoro Savage 22, if I remember your name correctly. If I'm not, comment down below and let me know I messed it up. he gives me recommendations from time to time, or well, I should say they give me recommendations from time to time, and I I review them. I not review. I react to them. Yeah, like if you guys want me to react to something, put that shit down in the comments. I read the comments, but like I said, if you fire, I'm firing back. Also, down in the description below will be links to my merch shop as well as my books. The holidays might be over, but you're still getting yourself a treat. That is helping support this channel, and we would thank you for that. Sincerely and truly. Also, for those of you that actually have purchased my novels, feel free to leave a review on the Amazon site. Let me know what you thought about it. Did you like it? Not like it? And let me know why. I try to give quality content, but for most, all my books are pretty much 5 stars, 5-star ratings, except somebody was a dickhole on Battle World, and Battle World is like my baby. Episode 2 is coming after the new year. I've been working on things all year, so I should be posting that in the coming new year. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm always with these peace signs. It's your main man, King Sway. I'm going to catch you in the next one.